Imagine a world where your main survival tool isn't a gun or armor, but your own legs, where parkour saves you from death and the night turns into a true nightmare. This is Dying Light, a series that reshaped the way we think about zombie games. Here, survival isn't just about bullets and medkits, but about speed, creativity, and fear of the dark. But how has it evolved from game to game? Let's break it down. The first installment arrived in 2015, and it was an explosion. The game immediately forced players to see the genre in a new light. We enter the quarantined city of Harran alongside Kyle Crane, an undercover agent caught between orders from above and a desire to help ordinary people. The story wasn't groundbreaking, a classic city-in-a-trap setup, but the gameplay brought it to life. The mechanics were impressive. The main feature was first-person parkour. You could run across rooftops, climb walls, leap over zombies, and it flowed as smoothly as in the best action games. The real challenge began at night, and this day-night cycle is what made the game unique. By day, Harran feels dangerous but still manageable. By night, the city truly comes alive. Volatiles, fast, deadly monsters emerge from the underground, forcing you to hide, flee, and think. This contrast created genuine fear. As for graphics, at the time, Dying Light looked stunning. Detailed streets, abandoned buildings, sunrises over the city, all of it crafted the atmosphere of a true apocalypse. Sure, there were optimization issues, especially on last-gen consoles, but the visuals still impressed. Multiplayer allowed 4-player co-op, and this is where the game truly shined. Leaping across rooftops, escaping volatiles, and completing objectives with friends was far more fun. The Be the Zombie mode let you become a night hunter yourself, stalking other players, a real PvP experiment that added adrenaline. The advantages of the game were clear: a unique mix of parkour and survival, a dynamic day-night system, and a genuine horror atmosphere. The downsides were noticeable too: a cliched story, often repetitive quests, and occasionally unstable multiplayer. Yet despite this, Dying Light became iconic. 20 million copies sold, hailed as the best zombie game of its time, and a 74 Metacritic score. 7 years later, in 2022, Techland returned with an ambitious sequel. This time, they focused not just on survival, but on choice. We play as Aiden Caldwell, a wanderer searching for his sister in Wildwood, a city ruled by rival factions. Now, every decision you make changes the world. Help one group, you'll restore water supply to the city. Support another, they'll set traps in safe zones. For the first time in the series, you truly feel your actions affect the environment. Gameplay became more varied. Parkour was enhanced with new tricks, a paraglider, and a grappling hook, making movement even more dynamic. Combat became more tactical, with added RPG elements, ranks, leveling, gear, classes, and a deeper fighting system. Night remains dangerous, but now the darkest hours also hide the most valuable resources. And again, that same trigger, the fear of darkness, forces players to plan every step. Graphics in the second installment improved significantly. A sprawling city with detailed districts, beautiful lighting, shadows, and parkour effects that make you feel the speed. But problems remained: bugs at launch and occasional optimization issues, especially on older platforms. Multiplayer was refined. The full campaign could be played with 4 players, joint choices and quests, and even chaos in the open world when friends split off in different directions. For many, co-op became the main reason to return after finishing the story. Game strengths: a vast open world, freedom of choice, improved parkour. Game weaknesses: repetitive quests, a story that sometimes lost its dramatic impact, and technical issues at launch. Overall, the game was well received, over 5 million copies sold, and an 82 Metacritic score. Dying Light, The Beast, is set to release this September, a project that Techland themselves call a true step forward for the series. Many see the game as a sort of Dying Light 3, although the studio officially does not use that numbering. Here's what's officially known. The main character will be Kyle Crane. Yes, it's no longer a rumor. The legendary hero of the first game is back. According to the story, he survived the events of the following, but spent 13 years in the captivity of the Baron, a cruel experimenter who sought to create the perfect blend of human and mutant. The setting will be Castor Woods, a forested valley, dark and mysterious, with an atmosphere closer to Twin Peaks than the familiar metropolises of Harran or Villador. Instead of skyscrapers and rooftops, players will explore abandoned settlements, dark roads, and misty thickets where every sound could signal deadly danger. In terms of gameplay, the developers are emphasizing survival. Resources will be much scarcer. Weapons will wear out faster. Food and medicine will have to be scavenged at your own risk. The key innovation is Beast Mode. Crane will be able to absorb mutant blood and activate superhuman abilities, tearing enemies apart with his bare hands, hurling heavy objects, and creating true chaos. This completely shifts the balance. Now you are not just a victim, you are the predator. The game will support 4-player co-op. According to Techland, the graphics are reaching a new level. Special attention has been given to lighting, dynamic shadows, and realistic nature. The release has been postponed several times due to tweaks in physics and animations, showing that the studio is prioritizing quality over speed this time. And now, what remains at the level of rumors and insider reports. There are claims that the game will feature dynamic weather, fog, rain, and storms that affect visibility, movement, and even enemy behavior. Insiders also mention a stress mechanic. Darkness and danger could alter the camera, sound, and lighting to convey psychological pressure and make the player truly feel fear. However, these systems have not been officially shown. Among fans, there is debate. Will Beast Mode break the fragile survival atmosphere, or will it add a whole new scale to the series? Looking at both confirmed info and rumors, the game's strengths seem obvious. A new setting, a darker focus on horror, 4-player co-op, and the return of a beloved hero. But there are also risks. The more contained world may not appeal to fans of sprawling cities, and Beast Mode could undermine the sense of vulnerability. What do you think about the release of Dying Light: The Beast? What are your first impressions? Dying Light has always been about struggle. In the first game, you feared the night and survived in Harran. In the second, your choices shaped Villador. In the third, you stand on the edge, between human and monster, between victim and predator. And though each installment had its flaws, the series always delivered the core feeling, when survival becomes an extreme sport and every night is a true test. The sun is setting, night is coming, and now there is only one question. Are you ready? Tell your survival story.